Good morning. Hello, everybody. What's up? Happy Tuesday. Oh, there's the name for the main belt. True! Wait, I'm truing. Hi, everybody. Hello. How are we all doing today? I have reinstalled Linux. Nice, I guess. I don't know. 105. I'm fucking Jabble. I'm fucking Jabble. Yo, guys, we're at like, what was the count? What was the timer at? Like 21 days. We're at 21 days and like 15 hours until the chapters. We're 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Oh my god. It's happening. Why did we make rocks think? That's what I'm saying. Delta and Tamar versus 1. I've already got my Delta and Tomorrow tweet scheduled, and I have my Chris just a week away tweet scheduled as well. For May 28th. We're going to reschedule. Yeah, I did. I've done that. I've rescheduled my Deltarune tomorrow to the 3rd. My Deltarune tomorrow appointment on the 3rd. Global Steam maintenance on June 30th. No. No, I don't. It's not gonna happen. He just found out Deltarune is tomorrow. He mad. True. Alright, enough stalling. A nice dropped frames. For like half a second. No, 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 no. Okay, there they go. Damn. Do you make up your mind? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Alright. Alrighty. Let me get my things open. Hi, Citron. Sure, I turn off practice mod from obviously my jevels. There we go. It's an 8192. All right. Also gotta empty out chapter 2 as well. Deltarune and 21 tomorrows. True. We're getting those chapters. Chat, we are getting those chapters. It's happening. Ha. Yeah, whatever. Let's just jump right in. I don't know. I don't. I will make a sandwich. Don't die in naming. Okay. Oh no, is there another leaderboard this? Well, then make sure it's a good sandwich. Is this song out of key? It is pitched slightly down in-game compared to the soundtrack. Another Hymn, The Legend, and The Dark Truth are all like that. They're slightly slowed down in-game. Like, are like the most notable ones, I guess. Because other songs are also slightly slowed down, like, fucking Welcome to the City. A Town Called Hometown occasionally. Home also occasionally. Toby can't make up his mind on what pitch he wants the song to be in. I swear to God, if in chapter 3 or 4, You Can Always Come Home is in, like, a lower key again, I'm gonna scream. I won't actually, but, you know. Oh, no, you should. I swear if Phantom shows up to sell me car insurance one more time, I'm gonna scream. I swear to God, if Freddy Fazbear shows up to sell me car insurance one more time, I'm gonna scream. Oh boy, I sure do love collecting energy spheres in stage 4 of White Wafers. Hi, Squidward. Thank you for good luck, Jack. When are you planning on replaying for the new chapter? The first through the third, ideally. No. We were, Marla was already typing that from something else. You are not Squidward. Like, when it comes to replaying the new chapters, I have it in my head currently as just, like, you know, chapter 1 on the first, chapter 2 main route on the second, and then the third is, like, Snowgrave and, like, main route cleanup if I didn't finish it the day before. Cause like I know I can do chapter 1 in one stream. Chapter 2, depending on how thorough I am, I might not. But Tana's just almost microwaved a piece of bread with nothing on it. Mmm, yummy. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. God, I have an itch on my arm. Oh, this is hell. There we go. Thank you for good luck. Oh my god. Interact. Assigned chapter at birth. Grinchless? I random. I random guess. Fortunately, no 2 HP funnies this run. Mods, fill the Grinch with Colt. Mods, beat him up. Just beat him up. Mods, just kill this guy. Mods, blacklist the word mods. That was so funny. The fucking wave of auto mod caught messages. Mods, blacklist every word in the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Mods, E. Easy. I mean, yeah, that is one of my pronouns. That is factually correct. I don't know what it has to do with this previous conversation, but are the only good pronouns. Damn, not even showing some self-love for your pronouns? Wow. Huh, sigh. I guess I just have to kiss you. Some more. What the Sigma? Oh, they're not here, so why even bother? Coming up with a stupid name. Alright, second turn. That is acceptable. Chad, are you real? Dude, I think I am. That's actually some pretty solid evidence. Rene Descartes! Ross says like a lot? Jesus Christ! Toby Fox. Mario. They're gonna turn Luigi into a Goomba! That's horrible! Holy crap, Rossi, it's Minos Prime from Ultra Kill. Die! Dodge, man. Without the painting? I'm sorry, but I think the Sonic fans were cooked with that. Like, they got cooked. You make even the devil cry. Say that again? I thought it was like a Donkey Kong talking to Funky Kong. It's like, none of this is good, Funky. That's why it's called war. Like the fucking Sonic Forces scene. Credit to Meme Sender? Now the world will become a Mario Galaxy. That was Super Mario. I'm beginning to think I like that name. Go, Mario, jump, man. Man, I can't believe Ian Flynn snuck into Nintendo in 2017 to write that one line from Mario Odyssey. I'm beginning to think I like that name. Wow, you really were a teacher, Super Mario Sweater. Can Mario knit a sweater so super that he himself cannot wear it? These are the questions we ask ourselves every night. Oh boy, chapter 1, am I right? Not too accurate. Metroid Prime Pinball. Oh, you mean the greatest game of all time? You mean the objectively best Metroid game? Somehow, Donkey Kong Country Return. Donkey Kong Country returns. The whole continent? And it won't stop returning. Yeah, it has like 2 ports, but like goddamn, that game was the only thing Nintendo was talking about for like 2 months. Please play Donkey Kong. We promise it's worth it. Tropical Freeze, Donkey Kong Country Returns. I think it's over, Country Boys. A Mario Kart world, huh? I'm beginning to think I like... You were supposed to be a hero, Brian. Time for a new Mario Kart. Mario, what the fuck are you talking about? Double. The family. Dude. This fucking Susie's almost dead. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Susie got hit like 4 times. Well, Jack did say more people should be. Thank you for the follow. Back to the mines. My Delta theory. Oh yeah, I also took that survey. That was a fun survey. I liked like I like half took it seriously, and then occasionally whenever I like couldn't think of something to say but like still wanted to put some input, I kind of just put in a shit post. Survey, the community survey someone's doing. I kind of just assumed that's what they were talking about, because it's like, what else is there? Like, I mostly took it seriously, but, like, I had a few shitpost answers in there. I knew I would. I, like, marked, like, 3 theories on that question. Like, obviously, there's, like, device theory and piles of Azrael's dust. I'm trying to remember what the third one was, but I'm pulling a blank right now. Oh, when it was at the part where it's just like, which of these events do you remember? And it was like, you know, a bunch of like big events from in the community, like, you know, stuff like sweepstakes, and then I went and checked all of them. Yeah, I never actually heard the song itself. I can't remember which one it was quoted in, but like, you know, I didn't really look up much if I did. Like, if I didn't have anything to say or like didn't really know, I just skipped the question. I did find it funny, like, you know, obviously I put down, like, the shitpost and Morpho Knight answer for it, but I did find it funny that, like, who do you think the Chapter 4 secret boss is gonna be, was a question, because, like, how do we, like, we have nothing to go off of. Church related. Like I said, like I posted my answer. I literally just said, "IDK, how am I supposed to know? We have nothing. We have nothing to go off of this." Just kidding. The answer is actually Morpho Knight from hit games, Kirby Star Allies, and Kirby and the Forgotten Land. It must be true. Yeah, you see, it's cross-promoting. Yeah, I went a little early, I think. Oh, well, Rune 4 is a bitch, so... And that's why it's gonna be cool in the casual playthrough where I don't have to worry about doing Rune 4. Because I'm just gonna run into all the encounters, because it's casual. Another shitposty answer, you know, it was like doing like the whole like, who do you think like the voice is during Goner Maker? And I literally just put, I don't know, guys. I wonder if the voice that's speaking during Goner Maker that talks like Gaster and is playing during a scene where a song is playing in the same font as Gaster's theme that quotes his theme is related to Gaster, guys. I don't know. It's just not clear. I think it's Glide. Toby's just trolling, guys. Can I get the second voice? I have no thoughts on the whole like Chris second voice. I have like no thoughts on that. It's just like I'm just thinking it's like, oh, it's just a different character. I think that much is obvious, is that it's a different character. What the Sigma? Chris theory. I kind of like that was like an early theory. Like not the Chris thing, but just like it being another voice. And like it's like a little bit, and I think it was mostly also just because like it's a little bit more obvious in the Japanese version. Because like that second voice uses like a completely different style of speaking, which is like, you know, more obvious in Japanese. Like, I always just kind of assumed it was a second voice. Like, obviously not immediately. Don't understand the second voice thing. It's just referring to the voice at the end of Goner Maker, you know, where it's just like, your creation has been discarded, nobody who can choose who they are in this world. And it's basically just people saying, like, oh, that's someone other than Gaster. Which, like, yeah, that makes sense, that checks out. Will Gaster's theme appear in It already has! Or it's already there. I mean, the second one where it's like motifs will show up or already have showed up is one of the options. I mean, like I said, I have no thoughts on who it could be. I mean, like, Device Theory says it's the angel, and like, yeah, I can see that. But it is like a very abrupt thing, like that, like makes it seem like like someone else is interrupting the process. But yeah, like, the second voice thing is like a lot more obvious in Japanese though. Because it's like a completely different style of writing / speaking. I don't remember like the specifics. But like that's something like you'd like the in Japanese thing is something you'd have to know about. You either have to know Japanese or like read about it. Because Undertale 2, it's a fan game. It's like a meme fan game or whatever. I haven't played it, but I know of it. I got the fucking final frame hit. The final frame hit where the Lancer cutscene still happens. The only one who just doesn't get, like, do you think that it's not a second voice, or do you think that like people are overthinking it, or I'm just confused on what you're trying to say. So, I mean, obviously, I didn't immediately realize there was a second voice. It wasn't until I read about the like, Japanese thing that, that's when I first heard about it. Like, that's when I first heard about second voice. Except, you know, back then everyone said it was Kara. Because, and this was, like, coincidental, I think. But the second voice does speak exactly like Kara. Like, does it speak exactly like how Kara does in the Japanese localization of Undertale. But I think that might just be a bit of a coincidence. So it's almost, yeah. Because, I mean, in English, you know, they start talking in, like, proper, like, capitalization, while, you know, Goner Maker is, like, all in all caps. Like, I didn't notice it at first, because, like, you know, I was playing the game and just like, oh, wow, haha, funny bait and switch. Toby Fox, you're so tricky, Tony. But yeah, in Japanese, it is super noticeable. I'm not calling you Snoop. I'm just talking about the Japanese version. I'm just saying it's more noticeable in the Japanese version than in... I typed in Chris. It's not something that you need to have seen the Japanese version. It's not something that, like, is like only noticeable in the Japanese version. It's just more noticeable just because of how the language works. Like, you know, in the same way that, in the same way that, the Japanese localization of Undertale had to reveal who was the younger or older brother between Sans and Papyrus. Like, this right here is, like, a completely different way of speaking from Goner Maker. Yeah, that. But that's, like, one of, like, that's something that, like, it's not something that's added in the Japanese version, because obviously Toby oversaw the localization. Probably just exactly like he did with Undertale. So, like, it changing, it's intentional. In English, it's a bit more subtle, because, you know, it's not as immediately obvious. Because the main tell is just the fact that, the second voice speaks with proper capitalization, while Gaster speaks in all caps. And consistently speaks in all caps. Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to immediately notice it. It's just that was a compromise of, that was just a compromise, like, from the Japanese version, where it's like, that it just happened like that, you know? Because of the language. I just remember most from the Japanese version where people were pointing out that, like, the way the second voice speaks is the exact same way that Kara speaks in the Japanese localization, saying, you know, because it's the fucking pre-Chapter 2 days, everyone's like, OMG, Kara confirmed? Yeah. The only time you've gotten something as dramatic as like that is Sans. And no glitches after his fight, yeah. I feel like that was just kind of like the, oh, he's no longer, in fact, he's no longer crazy or whatever. Like, he's finally, like, clear, I guess. Like, speaking with full clarity in that moment. Because, like, you know, I always felt like the Spamton's way of speaking was, like, just a result of, like, him going crazy because of Wingaster. I should have known if everyone else did. I mean, like, I only learned about it from just reading online. So, like, you're not alone there. I don't think it's something you're supposed to immediately notice. It's one of the things, like, you're told about. Like, you know, it's like one of those things that you're told about and then you notice it. Or, like, begin to notice it. Unless, like, you're Japanese, I guess, where it's just blatantly obvious. Because of just how the language works. Which I guess was a compromise Toby was willing to make. Same way barely anyone noticed you can move. You know what's funny? I saw people talking about that like day fucking 2 after Chapter 1 released. I saw tweets. I saw like tweets that were just like, "Whoa, guys! I just noticed you can move the soul around in the birdcage at the end of Chapter 1." You know, stuff like that. I saw that like the day after. One detail I didn't notice until the fucking live stream was the soul coming from off screen during the Susie and Lancer fight, like coming from the direction of the cell that Chris is in. Oh, you mean like, okay, while you're playing, yeah. It's something you're probably not gonna pick up on. But yeah, the whole like soul coming from towards the jail cell. I didn't notice that until the anniversary stream. It's one of the things where if I had noticed it, I probably would have thought it was intentional. But okay, there's the Susie target. Toby pointing that out specific. Yeah, it's probably also because he got a lot of bug report. He probably got a lot of bug reports about it. And I will say, I will say, I'm going to say this. I didn't know Star Walker existed until the anniversary stream. The anniversary stream was how I learned about Star Walker. There are 2 souls on the screen. That's a glitch. I love that part of the FAQ. Does this mean there are 2 souls? No, it's a glitch. Like how Toby just shuts that down immediately. And then people will still say that there's multiple souls or whatever. I never got the fucking 3 soul theory or whatever. And like, it's all based solely off of the fact that there are 3 save files. And even then, like, one of the major pieces of evidence was just, like, if you go to Chapter 2 and go to the save point to save there without having ever saved before at, like, any point, then all 3 save files say Chris. And it turns out that was just a bug because it was fixed in, like, I think it was fixed in one of the LTS versions. It might have been one of the betas, the Steam betas. I just think, like, it just makes more sense that the game has multiple save files for the quality of life. And that there probably isn't some huge lore reason that's super relevant or whatever. Because this game is an Undertale, so... I mean, we already know saving, like, has to, like, be somewhat different here. Oh, I got 2 HP. Like, we already know, like, saving has to be somewhat different, because, like, in the few moments where, like, you know... the only way the game ever acknowledges like reloading is like when you reload after a game over. Why did I save? I'm stupid. Whatever. Fuck it, man. I wasn't thinking. I was thinking about save points because of this fucking conversation. But yeah, there was like, that was a bug in chapter 2 where like all 3 save files were labeled Chris. And people were just like, oh, Chris has 3 save files! Confirmed! Even though the fact that it's pretty obviously a bug, because once you save to a file, the other 2 Chris files just suddenly change into a new file, like it's supposed to be. Because it's just the game being confused at the whole, like, replacing the save file with Chris for your very first save. Hell, you could probably argue that, you know, because it was an LTS change, I'm pretty sure. It was like a change in LTS. You could just argue that it was the save files getting confused because of like chapter 1 code. Because, you know, the chapter 1 code has the whole like, oh, Chris's name shows up for the first time you save. I do think it's kind of cool how, like, the saving over Chris's save file thing, it only ever happens once. Because, like, if you know, after you beat the game and you go to a different file, it just shows the file as blank when you save over it for the first time. But on your very first playthrough of Chapter 1, the save file will show as Chris. Yeah, hi, Oakley. How are you doing? How was the Chapter 1 run? Because I saw you were streaming that in VC. Bad. Checks out. It is Chapter 1. I hate Rune. Same? That bitch Rune 4? Yeah, demo Rune 2 is a bit tight. Like, like you haven't done it in a while because it's like, it's kind of pixel perfect. Like on demo, it's pixel perfect-ish. I think. Like, I think there's like 2 pixels you can do it on. You look at it. All right, enjoy your lurk, and thank you for the good luck. But yeah, I always thought the 3 souls theory was kind of fucking stupid. Like, I didn't always know about it. Like, the moment I learned about it, I was just like, that's stupid. Why? But yeah, I will say, like, when it comes to, like, saving in this game, it's very different from Undertale because, like, so far, just with how the game has treated saving and stuff, it isn't, like, I'm not gonna say it's not diegetic at all, but it isn't nearly as diegetic as it was to Undertale. You know, there's no, like, characters having deja vu or whatever, you know. The most, like, the most that ever happens is, like, when you die and reload, it skips a cutscene before a boss fight. So that's why I never really believed, like, the people, like, going off of, oh, well, humans can only have one save file per, you know, one save file per soul. It's just like, this is an Undertale, guys. You don't have to automatically assume. But that theory kind of died the moment they fixed the Chris bug on the save files in Chapter 2, because that was their biggest point of ammo. The Three Souls theory also kind of takes away all agency from Chris. He's like, oh, it wasn't Chris, it was actually a secret third thing that nobody knew about. Yeah, it isn't really relevant to the story right now. But yeah, I don't want to say saving is fully non-diegetic, because obviously the save points are a physical thing in the world, and, you know, Ralsei also mentions saving at the end of Chapter 2. So, you know, obviously it's at least on some level diegetic, but I don't think it's to the point of Undertale, where, you know, it was like a central mechanic to the world. Ralsei also knows what a Z button is. What the hell is Z? Susie was so real for that. The game that needs to be enjoyed, yeah. Like, obviously, like, the game, like, has, like, has, like, some, like, acknowledgement of stuff. Like, you know, there's a whole, like, Chapter 1 True Reset save screen where, like, Gaster comments on different things you do with the save files. And how, like, you know, that can imply, like, lore stuff or whatever. But, like, those are more, like, Easter eggs, I would say. Especially since one of them is a reference to Super Mario RPG. Like, it's just outright a reference to Super Mario RPG. Where, like, you go to confirm deleting a save and then back out and just keep going in and out, like, 10 times Gaster says something. Which is a reference to, like, if you do the same thing in Mario RPG, Mario makes, like, a different sprite. Has, like, a different sprite or whatever when you try to do it again. Time Traveler or something. I kind of just see it as, like, the game just kind of fast-forwarding but through the timeline. I mean, I'm basically copying what Device Theory said, but if I remember, like, that video basically just kind of compared it to, like, a VHS tape. Where, like, selecting to start from a chapter is basically just, like, fast-forwarding the tape up to the point it starts, you know? I kind of agree with that. Like, obviously, I think it's more like just a convenience for the player. But I think, like, that's, like, how you can justify it in universe. iSat reference? Yeah, I can't believe iSat invented time loops. We are not doing another Oops All Rase targets, please. Jack! Holy shit! Jack! I'm not gonna trust it. No way, I'm grazing 20. No HHS. Ba-ba-da-bum-ba-da. Not what I'm called. You got 47,000. Yeah. A banger. I got like 76,000 likes on just a screenshot of the fucking Undertale trophies. load imminently. Good night. All right, good night, Darbird. Thank you for stopping by. Are you okay? Your partner's light with you just started playing in a slow version of your theme. Japanese version faster? Yes, by 13 seconds. Bang. Yeah, in Chapter 1. In Chapter 2, in glitchless, Japanese is slightly slower. By, like, less than a second. That is specifically in glitchless, though. And that is because of fucking Agree to All being replaced with Yeast 20, which is slightly slower when done optimally than Agree to All. Got translate. Yeah, they changed the Agree to All puzzle. I don't really know what that Yeast 20 means for Japanese people. I don't really know what it means, but they did change it. Because obviously, I don't think the phrase "Agree to All" would make as much sense to those people. I mean, they might get it, but you know, it probably is better to replace it. I just don't know what it means. By the way, my chapter 1 ABPB is like 3x, right? A 31 3x? Or 2, I don't actually. No, it's a 3x, I'm pretty sure. I'm like 90% sure. It's been a bit since I looked. My chapter 1 ABPB is like a 31 3x or something, I can't remember. I'm just thinking, if that is the case, then this might have been a PB if I didn't purposely miss HHS. Yes, this would have... Yeah, okay. This would have been a PB if I didn't purposely miss HHS. Lamau. If I didn't purposely miss HHS for the sake of ACAB routing. This probably could have been like a 2x, I think, maybe. What? HHS is like 18 seconds, and this is like a 42. So yeah, it would have been like a 2x, I think. Let me look at the boards. All right, no, that's fine. I was kind of harping on it a bit too much as well. I mean, a 3142, no, 3142 with fucking 13 turn and no HHS. I know my sob for Chapter 1 AB is like a 35x or something. Although I don't think I ever put my 12 turn in there. No, wait, no, it already has a 12 turn gold split because of that one run. Although I don't know if the one I have currently is faster or not, and I'll have to check later. I did put the 9 turn gold in there though. "45 seconds behind my sob on a fucking 3142. I dropped like frames for like not that long. It's stable now, so. Hi, Ongia, hi. Hi, Martlet. It would be really funny to get a Chapter 1 AB, PB, and ACAB again. Is that Trans 10? Are you talking about Queen? Nice. She even got a name change. Yeah, we don't want to dead name her. Toby wouldn't think. Toby Fox transphobic? Nah. The truth about Toby Fox, a thread. Tricky Tony strikes again. Google Docky. Google Docky. Hi, Stuart. Guys, it's Stuart. OMG, hi. BRB, don't open a darker fountain while I'm gone. Who's gonna tell her? Gameplay. Oh no, Chris died. Wait, streamer. Why'd you let Chris die? Are you stupid? Is he a lore reason? Is it a lore reason? I fucking love that they added Chris just being downed here, because that wasn't in the game originally. That was added into, like, a very early update. Like, it was already a thing by the time I started running it, which was, like, a week later. like a week and a half later. Manip wasn't patched out until one of the beta versions. Okay, I didn't need it. I menued down too far. I'll just have to take an extra piece of armor off of Noelle. Thank you. I was just being silly, you know? I'm just a goat. I need to take a piece of armor off of Noelle. I'll take the watch off. Accidentally sold a fucking Amber card. Oh wow, exactly. Exactly enough TP. Getting the papers, like, hopefully you didn't mean the papers that Berkeley was just throwing at me. Oh, Birdly, wrong papers. I mean, really, I don't need to take anything off of Noelle, because Chris doesn't need... The Iron Tackle doesn't actually help Chris one-turn the mouse, so... I only need to have Iron Tackle on Chris for Queen. Yeah, if anything, I can just pick up the fucking, let me think. Leave the Iron Shackle and Susie. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Mavady. His pronouns are they, them. I love that fucking image. All the way back from like fucking 2021. With Birdly doing that with Chris. Oh my gosh, guys, my pack stamina has recovered. I can open a pack. Finally, content for the roaring. Talking about my buddy his, they use they them pronouns. There's actually nothing wrong with him, he's just annoying. I love Queen. Like, she didn't have to say that. I only play mobile games. That shit had me slapping the table the first time I heard it. Like, that entire scene. It gets a good old knee slap. Yeah, he's screaming like Tom from Tom and Jerry. Ah! Heard there's a mouse 3 skip? Yeah, there is, but this is glitchless, so... Must be tenacious like Tom. Resilient like Jerry. Dog like Spike. Hungry like Nephew. Sexy cat! Hey, remember when the song just never stopped playing for Shay that one time? Ha, those were the days. That was like my second or third Shay stream ever. Oh yeah, you wanna know something funny? That we discovered the other night? Zillicon and I joined, like, Zillicon and I joined Frog Family at, like, minutes apart. Thank you, Ashley. Oh, that was kind of sick. I think Ashley accidentally hit the stream together button. I can't actually click on it right now because I'm speedrunning. I spammed got the image friend cosplay, so true. Hi, Ashley. Thank you for the raid. Get in the call. I'm speed running. I'm sorry. Anyways, hi Ashley, how was stream? Got a PB today? Nice, GG. First time in over a year. Am I allowed to make the 97-year-old speedrunner still gets PBs the old-fashioned way joke? 18.9 to 18. Oh yeah, sick. I'm not dropping frames currently, Citron, so that is on you. Can I tell you a secret? Sure. Gonna be a 0.8 probably, but I manual mash. How dare you? Okay, so a run is invalidated, right? Anyways, this run is existing currently. Like, I'm ahead, but also, like, I accidentally sold an Amber card in chapter 2. I accidentally menued down one too far when I went to go sell the main axe. That's all else I needs, so... Just have to move the iron shackle over to Chris at some point. I wasn't paying attention. I was playing the game. Wait, what? I was trying to mentally plan out I was trying to mentally plan out the menu I have to do after Neo, because I'm a little fucked up right now. Yay, I got Devil's Mouse. Yeah, I told you to call dibs. Oh. Damn. You know what's funny? I said it was Devil's Mouse. Except, you know, I was using the Iron Shackle. Yeah, Devil's Mouse is finishing the fight in one turn. It requires you to have an attack boosting item on Ralsei. And you need to hit crit, and you need to hit the crits of both Ralsei and Chris. Susie can miss the crit. With Mecha Saber, Chris does exactly enough damage to one turn to one shot a mouse. Like exactly enough with Mecha Saber. Hello, welcome in. From defeat, yeah. You just need, Ralsei just needs to have an attack boost, basically. The tutorial, yeah. And you know what's funny? That joke right there was definitely how a lot of people discovered the pun of Toriel's name. Alright, thank you for the good luck. Bye, Ashley. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Chris fucking teleported. Oh, I didn't say anything. I forgot to say anything. Oh well. NB powers, yeah, do people not know about? Damn. Do you think Chris learned how to do instant transmission from Goku? You know, their good childhood friend Goku. Hell, are NB powers? It's the powers that you get when you're non-binary. Goku is oomph. That's oomph. It's kind of like how, you know, like trans people can have like a mid-air dash. Non-binary blast. Hey, remember that time I walked through the flames? Because I was just like, I was like, standing in like the exact perfect position. Ashley, thank you for the 41 months.
Queer.
So true. How queer? Why so queerious? Thank you, Ashley. Lock in. Honestly, like, I'm not gonna, like... If I'm out of Neo ahead, then I lock in. Or I guess, no, in Acid Lake, because mouse wheel can always happen. Just wanted this up. Okay. So if I'm ahead going into Acid Lake, then I lock in. You can still hear her voice like... Task Manager's variable turn 1. If you answer all of her questions correctly, she is. Wondering why Chris is randomly calling their phone. It's like, what the fuck do they want this time? WarioWare snapped. He just fucking lost it. It's fucking Mario Kart again. So, what'll it be? Mario Kart 8. This is a bar. Yeah, like the Jack initials on the leaderboard. Chester would stop contacting Darkners. Oh no, but 99% of gamblers quit before they hit it big. Teacup compatible? I mean, I assume it would be. Because you could move around with the analog stick. Normally. Mouse controls for Teacup on Nintendo Switch too. Got my hand sanitizer weight. I mean, Ralsei obviously knows about, like... Ralsei is aware of, like, game mechanics more so than any other Darkner, so... I mean, he knows what the Z key is, so... What the hell is Z? Ralsei is a gamer, true. I mean, like, the Dark World kind of inherently works off of game rules anyway. So, like... My life is like a video game, trying hard to beat this. That was clean. There we go. Everything is correct now. By the way, I just realized I didn't heal, so, like, Never punished? Yay, top key. I don't like this. Damn, yeah. Still be fine. I'm gonna heal before going into Acid Lake, though. So I'm probably sacrificing most of my lead. Honestly, that might have killed the run. Because, like, it's not obvious sometimes, but 3-turn mouse wheel loses a lot. It loses, like, 15 seconds, I'm pretty sure. Although it is a little variable. Oh no, yeah, I think I'm gonna be behind now. Mouse wheel fucking sucks, dude. Or like I'm gonna be like single digits ahead probably. Yeah, single digits. 20 seconds is actually about how much I guessed. Cause like mouse wheel loses 15, like 3-turn loses 15, and then I had to fumble a bit in the menu because Ralsei died. Still PB? Just barely. It's gonna be a small PB. And if I mess up at all, if I get 3-turn, it's dead, I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna get 3-turn. Oh, maybe hasn't keep. Honestly, this run's probably like 80, like 90. Honestly, actually, this run's just dead because I know I'm gonna get 3-turn. Because that's how the game is. I'm barely ahead, so it's gonna give me the middle finger and give me a 3-turn. It's gonna give me the slow 3-turn as well. I know this game. I mean, you know what they say, the run truly doesn't start until you get past rules. Run doesn't truly start until it ends. Show me that I'm ready for the 3-turn. Oh, okay. Yeah, fuck you 2 game. Just give me fast 2-turn. Give me hope. Oh no, yeah, I'm dropping frames. Wonderful. I'm just gonna ignore. Just lock in. Hit the 1 crit. Graze to 50. Cinema. Second slot, first slot, second slot, first slot, second slot, first slot. Second slot, first slot. All right. That fucking mouse wheel hurts my soul, man. OMG, hi. Mods, kill mouse wheel. I like how there's like some fucking lore discussion going on in chat, and I've just like have not paid attention to any of it because I'm fucking I'm locked in. All right.
Round one.
Fight.
4-punch! Completely unnecessary, but fucking style on that bitch. That's why they call me the motherfucking GOAT. That 4-punch was completely unnecessary. Not needed at all. Hi Kiyoshi, hi Kiyoshi, hi Cardboard, famous upcoming one-shot GDQ runner Kiyoshi Kadre. Dude, I should stop procrastinating on... No, that's real, that's real. Could have been a 129 if mouse wheel didn't happen. The roaring! Alright, let's time to open my pack. Let's see what I got. Open a Lunala, because it's night. Conkeldurr, Alolan Vulpix, Mimikyu, Makihita, Geodude. I got 2 new cards, so... Fucking 109 out of 155. How can I make this about Potato Rune? No, that's real. I can't wait for Potato Rune. So it could have been a 2603 mouse wheel, didn't it? Huh. This run was good except for when it wasn't. Thorny Potato Rune Edition. Sounds peak. There is no inventory limit. Hey, my hair just. Hi, Phoenix. Holy sh... All the way to the fucking shampoo. They call me Tass. All right. I hate the mouse. That fucking mouse that I hate. This could have been something. And now it's just like a really, just a minor PB. I don't even think this moved me up on the leaderboard. You know, PB is a PB, yada yada. At least it has Jevel's mouse. Bang. Ha. It was a run. I mean, like, the chapter 1 was good. Like, 3142 with no HHS and 13 turn is, like, pretty good. This would have, like, that would have been a PB chapter 1 if I didn't intentionally miss HHS. Everything went fine until that circular bitch. True. I mean, Neo could have gone better. Because, you know, Ralsei died, so I had to waste a bit of time waiting on him to get back up when I F1'd. But that's, like, small stuff. A Delta's rune. What's my AB sob on these splits? 3056. My average is really close to my PB, actually, which is consistency. My average is like 20 seconds off my PB, so like I'm really consistent at this category. Someone Shaybop tomorrow. To be continued for 3 more weeks. Because Deltarune is getting canceled, yeah. Advance notice from Toby Fox. Deltarune's gonna be canceled. Deleting it from everyone's computers. Genie Q, in a struggle to figure out what the new finale will be, put Shay on to Super Metro. Hello. Gotta say, you're gonna save or kill the animals? Should I be a pacifist? Or should I use my fists? Anyways, yeah. It was a run. I can say that much. Watch out, Spencer's behind you on the wall. Oh my god. Anyways, bye chat. Bye everybody. Hope you guys have a good day. Bye.